A few months ago, I decided it would be a good idea to completely renovate my primary bathroom from top to bottom with literally no renovation experience whatsoever. To make a long story short, there was a leak on the second floor bathroom where the primary bathroom is that was ending up downstairs in my living room. We couldn't figure out where the leak was coming from, and so it gave my wife and I the perfect excuse to gut the bathroom that neither of us really liked, even though we just bought the house. After completing my first project, I feel confident in breaking it down into 4 distinct phases. I think these phases serve as a quick guide that any sort of homeowner can use before they begin their own renovation project. Phase 1, the naive optimism phase. Phase 2, newborn positivity. Phase 3, the trenches of despair. And phase 4, the bitter and beautiful end. Okay, now that I've introed the 4 phases, let's go ahead and talk about each in more detail. The naive optimism that begins every project. As anyone that has completed a project before me can probably attest, there is a serious naive optimism that begins most projects. Silly thoughts float around your head like, this won't take too long, or no way it could be that expensive, or how could it not go perfectly if I just plan it well? These thoughts are a plague on the DIYer psyche. These rampant, optimistic wonderings allow you to bite off way more than you can chew. And for whatever reason, I feel that this phase is categorically associated with the demolition phase of the project. I promise you, there is nothing better than the excitement of swinging a hammer on a tile wall or ripping apart a bathroom that you can't stand. Just like before, I've got my trusty hammer. Go hammer. And with the hammer comes the crowbar, the ultimate tools of demolition. The high of destruction is great, but honestly, that come down can be daunting once you realize the fun part is over and the real work has to finally begin. A blank canvas is great when you know what to do and how to start, but when you don't have a clue, it is something unique and somewhat terrifying for sure. The newborn positivity phase. This is when the project truly begins. It's tongue and groove. The easy part is breaking things into a million little pieces. The sincere work begins with the build back phase. First things first, you have to repair what remains. For this project, that meant replacing the moldy insulation, framing new shower walls, wiring new outlets and light fixtures, running new water lines, and replacing portions of the subfloor. Now the moment of truth. Let's see if I wired it correctly. Virtually no trade was left untouched, except for drywalling. Drywallers are a special breed I have to give my props to. I also legitimately had no way of fitting 4x8 sheets of drywall into my Honda Accord, which was the workhorse of this operation. So with a ton of help from YouTube, my dad, reading local building codes, and realistically just trying shit, I figured out how to do almost everything that I needed and wanted to do for this project. There we go. That's better. There was definitely lots of excitement in this phase due to the plethora of new achievements and skills. Like when I wired an outlet start to finish for the first time and it actually turned a lamp on. That was sick. It feels excellent to look back now through the videos and see all the weeks of work compounded. Construction is great in that it is incredibly easy to measure your progress and see the physical results of your efforts. It goes a long way to fueling a project in the early stages.
Perfect.
This phase was honestly really enjoyable. I found that I very much enjoy construction, and especially I really enjoy woodworking. So maybe a new hobby in woodworking coming along soon.
That's a problem. That is a problem.
Phase 3, the trenches of despair. This may seem a bit dramatic, and honestly it kind of is, but without fail, there comes a time in every project when your will to go on hits the absolute floor. Sadness will consume you, and the project will be the bane of your existence. Although it might be hard to tell from the footage itself, this moment came for me approximately 3 months into the project, in the dead of winter, with no end in sight. I remember dreading the workday ending, or dreading waking up on my free weekends because it meant that I had to immediately begin sequestering myself to the modest 7-foot by 8-foot bathroom. It sort of became like kind of my very own little prison cell. On top of that, every step of the way came with unforeseen circumstances that my inexperienced self never could have seen coming. Subway tiles? Yeah, sure, why not? Those look cool, but what I did not realize is how much extra effort goes into subway tiles. Their smaller size makes for a ton more tile setting, grouting, and lines to keep straight. And because there are so many extra lines, issues really compound as you go up the wall if you don't keep things straight. For any novices out there, I would think twice before going with a smaller tile. Larger format tile is objectively easier in my novice opinion. Put another way, make your decisions wisely and try to foresee what sorts of outcomes your decisions will create. Anytime you think, who cares? That's a small thing, it's not gonna matter. Let me be the first to tell you that it will absolutely come up down the road, and it will 100% create some sort of avoidable future problem. So do yourself some favors and try to complete each and every detail of the build to the best of your ability. It will make your trenches of despair less severe, and your pathway to the finish line will be more straightforward. Take it from me, someone who is deep in the trenches of despair. And last, but certainly not least, Phase 4, the bitter and beautiful end.
Not bad at all. Nope, I'll be fine.
A major renovation finishes in a trickle when you are the one responsible for the work. And if you're not careful, that can be an anticlimactic ending to an otherwise very admirable pursuit. The 80-20 rule absolutely applies here, as it does with most things in life. The final 20% of the project, all the little things, felt like they took me 80% of the time. cutting and nailing wallboard, cutting and hanging trim, painting, caulking, more painting, hanging towel hooks, installing new light fixtures, drywall holes, more caulking. The list of little details is long, and it is often tedious to keep track and to execute effectively.
Now shimmy it all back. Yeah. That'll help set it anyway.
This is also the last place you want to hurry. Your sloppy paint job or crooked trim can make the entire project look cheap or rushed, and after months of dedication, that is the last thing you want to do. As tough as it might be, focus on the silver lining of the finish line and strive to finish strong. As overused as this phrase has become, it really was a marathon and not a sprint. As challenging as certain moments were, I do thoroughly enjoy walking into the bathroom and using it every single day. This is our primary bathroom, and it's the only bathroom that's on the second floor where our bedroom is located. So it is absolutely a high traffic location, and it is a space that I absolutely love using every single day. I get to look around at the shower and the tile and know that I more or less put up every single piece of it and grouted all the lines in between. I tried to do my best, and I really am happy with the work that I was able to do. The space I was able to bring to life inside my wife's first home will always be special to me. There is nothing like the first major project.
Well, it's complete. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the details. And I guess that's it. After months of work, that's all I have to show for it. It isn't exactly what we planned, but I like it. We like it. It's good. Pretty pleased with what we were able to come up with here and how much we spent on it. So that's kind of it. In my opinion, that is the framework of how a DIY project pretty much goes. Hopefully, this inspires you a bit, honestly. Everything in our lives feels so instantaneous these days that honestly, it's nice to just grind out a long-term project every now and then. Something that you really have to fight for to finish. And with that, see you guys in the next one.